There are many thrilling things a person can do when young. You can go skydiving, enter a roller coaster, or go surfing at Banzai Pipeline, Hawaii. You should, however, never do any drugs. When you're young, a sense of danger can be especially thrilling. When you're older, a sudden scare can give you a heart attack. It is not advisable to do dangerous things when you're older. In this video, I'm going to share with you 9 dangerous things you can do in your 20s. 1. Go swimming. Do you know how to swim? Swimming is pretty commonplace. People swim in pools, lakes, and beaches. It can, however, be unsafe. According to Candace Zona Mandola, an American paralegal officer and food health editor, poor water quality can make a swim unsafe. There are also instances of bacterial infection from exposure to salt water. According to Healthline blog, Naegleria fowleri, a brain-eating amoeba found in lakes, can enter the body through the nose and travel to the brain. These realities can sometimes make swimming undesirable. However, over 70% of the world is made up of water, and with the influx of global warming, it is probably a smart thing to know how to swim, just in case. It is a dangerous activity that you should try in your 20s. There are also lots of social benefits, such as hanging out with friends at pool parties. Swimming is fun, but can be dangerous. Never swim while you're drunk. 2. Go mountain climbing. Does this sound exciting? Probably not. Mountain climbing is one of the most dangerous things you can try as a young adult. Mountain climbing is sometimes called hiking, and it requires stamina and perseverance. The top always seems unattainable until you start climbing. As a young person, you should definitely try this out. It helps you to perceive life struggles as mountain climbing, to perceive obstacles as the tricky rocks you step on your way up. Mountain climbing can help you have a winning attitude. It can also teach you patience. Climbing takes time and hurry increases both the risk of falling and the likelihood of fatigue. Try this out in your 20s. 3. Go camping. Have you ever gone camping before? If you haven't, you should probably try getting some of your buddies together to go camping with you. Camping can be an incredible bonding activity. You can share stories and listen to nature at night. It can, however, be pretty dangerous. The woods have all sorts of crawlers, many of which are dangerous. People who go camping risk getting bitten by mosquitoes, ants, and spiders. Some of these insects are very dangerous. Still, what is life without risks? People go camping all the time. This is one thing you should definitely try out in your 20s. 4. Stay a day without food. According to a Business Insider, Steve Jobs had an extreme diet that included fasting for days and eating the same vegetables over and over again. Steve Jobs, late American businessman and billionaire, while alive, ate very little and sometimes fasted for days. Fasting is an interesting habit. It has numerous benefits as well. According to Lifehack blog, fasting helps with weight loss. It speeds up metabolism and improves brain function. Fasting also has lots of attendant risks. Fasting can lead to muscle loss, fluid imbalance, and dehydration. There is also a high risk for people living with diabetes. Fasting for an entire day is an extremely intense activity that tests discipline. Fasting for a day may not carry as much risk as fasting regularly. You should try fasting for just a day when you are in your 20s. 5. Travel alone at night. Have you ever traveled at night? It can be lonely. You are on your own and the darkness keeps you silent company. Sometimes you wonder whether someone is watching you. Having someone with you can take your mind off those things. Traveling alone also means that if you were confronted with car trouble, you would get no assistance. Being stranded in the middle of nowhere at night is super dangerous. You are susceptible to armed robbery and all manner of things. It can, however, be a period of reflection and quiet for you. It can be a rare moment when you are just by yourself with your thoughts. It is one of the dangerous things people in their 20s should try out. 6. Driving a car. Are you surprised? A car is very dangerous. According to New York Times in 2019, car crashes continue to be a leading cause of preventable death. While driving cars is pretty normal, driving a car is one of the most dangerous things you can do in your 20s. Don't forgo your driver's license because it's risky. Life is about risks, and all the people driving today choose the risk of trusting in themselves to not make fatal mistakes. When are you going to try driving? 7. Invest in an uninsured business. Every investment should only be made after research into the business's management, assets, and antecedents. When you're young, the tendency to prospect by investing in several companies is high. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you lose. It is actually quite dangerous to invest that way, but sometimes people hit it big that way. When you're young, you should try this out. 8. Stick your head out of the roof of a car. An average car can go as fast as 800 miles per hour. This is faster than most humans can run. What this means is that cars are super fast. Waving your hand out of a car's open window is not only dangerous but stupid. Cars on the other lane can collide with your hand at full speed. If you get away with a dislocation, you would be considered lucky. Some cars have an open roof. This allows its occupants to assess the sky while enjoying the ride. One of the dangerous things you can do is to stick your head out of an open roof car while the car is at full speed. This is extremely dangerous at night. There can be low overhead bridges. If the car is elevated, if you're not paying attention, you can hit an obstacle at full speed. But the feeling is a bit similar to flying. Never do this when you're drunk though. 9. Create a bonfire. Bonfires are usually created for beach parties and outdoor events. It involves getting lots and lots of wood and inflammable objects to create a huge fire that can be a center of attraction for the people present. The bigger the fire, the bigger the audience. Such fires, however, have to be carefully tended. They can escalate beyond the bonfire if not properly tended. Bonfires are quite dangerous. Attempting to jump over one is a very bad idea. Building one is dangerous, especially when you use inflammable agents like diesel or petroleum motor spirit as igniting agents. This is something you should try doing when you are young. In conclusion, some activities are pretty dangerous. There are always risks in life. Avoiding all dangers or risks may mean not living at all. Each young person should engage in some dangerous things now while they are younger. If you have never tried swimming, try learning how to. If you don't yet drive, try learning. Doing dangerous things every now and then can sometimes give you the courage to carry out other tasks with confidence. If this video inspired you, subscribe to our channel. We love you.